love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The return man, Chris Moore. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Jackson.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down by Nigel Bradham. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 55 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Tucker is the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he completes it to Hunt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And
Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now Kaepernick. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This is the tight end, Njoku. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Gain of 13 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now Kaepernick. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And he's able to put it through.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Jackson. He finds an opening past the 40. Open, and here's Foster. And all the way up to the 46. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Now Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
A gain of 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
To number 13.
Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Austin
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Chris Moore returning it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
1st and goal.
A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. Kaepernick now to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Now,
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown.
Touchdown.
David Njoku. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Mark 22, Mark 22. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Jackson. And now here is another interception. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Browns. They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Number 13.
Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off football.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Brings up second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Second and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. They'll try and run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And now 1,000 1,000-yard rusher a season ago. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Mack Wilson.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 14-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Browns 27, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
1st down.
A give. This is Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Screenplay, Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
He was
Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. A carry here for Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
The ball carrier.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Browns 35, Ravens 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw again, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Down and less than a yard.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards on the play. First down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, Dobbins. And able to get him inside the 5 here. Just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 4-yard line.
I sat down with my accountant and he said, I got good news.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards.
The Browns first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And a little floater there is incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that...
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add on to their lead. Seibert on for the PAT.
Point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Browns 49, Ravens 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Moore now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now Jackson. Past the 20. He's got his man on the crossing route. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Browns 49, Ravens 35.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time on the catch and run. 45 yards. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.